What is up, and welcome back, Wargamers. It's Battleshock Wargaming Studio, and we're getting ready to play another exciting game of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I'm Michael. This is Lance. Lance, what is the matchup today? What are we doing today?
This is a mashup of who can smash the most stuff. We got Orruk Warclans, Ironjaw specifically, against the Sons of Behemat, playing with the new General's Handbook today. And we're both very excited. This is your first game with it, too.
This is my very first season debut. Like, I've been very busy, so I've read the rules, read the book, but I'm depending on you to have completed the test games and kind of like work us through
I've had
it.
a lot of time to play with the new rules. They're a lot of fun, very different than what we're used to for Age of Sigmar. There's a lot of things that are much more pre-planning needed for your list as well as how you score with how the tactics work now. Yeah. It's so different than what we're used to.
So there's been a lot of talk about like the battle tactics. Are they good? Are they bad? Here's one. I'm gonna be positive today. Here's one thing that I like about the new battle tactics. It should get rid of a little bit of that indecision that you have about like, well, what battle tactic do I do next?
You're basically gonna go a lot faster.
It's already picked.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff down below. And if you really want to help support the channel, consider becoming a channel member today. Get access to 4 extra battle reports every single month. And then if you're a Lord or Commander, you get access to our Champion program, where you get to pick one of our models to be your champion on the Mortal Realms.
We have one today, right?
Yeah, the Megaboss is the champion of Mr. Nanners. And he named his champion Nandy.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Nandy.
Nandy the Megaboss.
That makes me happy.
It makes me very happy. So hopefully Nandy can just chop through some of these giants today.
Well, he's going to have a lot of chopping. Let's see if he actually can fell one of these giant beasts.
There's a lot of giants over there.
That's true. That's true. Let's see if he can get his axe to even reach.
All right, guys. With all that being said, let's take a look at the lists we're playing today. The Orcs are back on the table today, and we're going to be taking the new battle formation Brute Fist. This is going to let us take or do 2 Mighty Destroyers once per battle round. Our general today is going to be the Megaboss on Maw-Krusha. Very excited for him to be on the table today. He's going to be taking the monstrous trait Biggin to add 1 to the rend characteristics of his companion weapons, and then he's going to be taking the Whetstone to give him +1 rend to the guy on top. We have a reinforced unit of brutes. These guys have a bajillion attacks. They're all really high damage and good rend. Hopefully we'll be able to chop some giants down. We're going to be taking the Scourge of Gairan Gorgruntas in a reinforced unit. These guys lost an attack, but they got +1 damage on the charge and a pip of rend on those tusks. So I think they're going to be significantly better. And then we have a sub-commander of the Megaboss. He is the champion of our Lord, Mr. Nanners, and he has named him Nandy. I'm very excited for this guy to be on the table. He gives +1 attack to brutes, so we can get those guys up to a bajillion attacks. Leading our next regiment, we have a War Chanta. The War Chanter has some access to the War Beats, and there's some really good stuff in there, like 3d6 charge and +1 damage. Then we have some screens. We have 2 units of Ard boys just hanging out, getting ready to soak up some charges and pin things down. And then finally, for access to our excellent spell lore and our manifestation lore, we have the Weird Knob Shaman, who's going to be hanging out, hanging up in the tower, yelling at things, and casting spells. That's it for the Orcs. Let's see what Lance brought today.
Today, I am bringing out my Sons of Behemat. We are a Taker tribe, so I get to add an extra artifact to my list at the start of the game. And my battle tactic cards today are Intercept and Recover and Restless Energy. My general is King Brodd. He is a 1-chance priest who has a fairly powerful prayer on his war scroll. And otherwise, he is my war master with a pretty strong hammer. With him, we have a Beastmaster Mega Gargant. He has an even stronger hammer with a 4-up chance to do 5d6 mortal wounds to a monster he's in combat with, as well as reducing the attacks of monsters nearby by 1. With him, we also have an individual Maw-Krusha Gargant. This is just here to get objectives, tactics, etc. In my second regiment, we have a War Stomper Mega Gargant. This is Nart. He has the extra calloused feet enhancement to add +1 attacks to his almightier stomps, as well as adding extra rend damage to him. He also has the Scourge of Gairan enhancement Grabby, which gives him +1 to hit if he is on an objective he does not currently control. In his regiment, we have 3 individual Maw-Krushas who are here to grab objectives, have high control, and just be a nuisance. All right, let's take a look at the battle plan.
The battle plan today is cyclic shifts. This is a 6 objective mission with 2 paired objectives, and our territories are Dawn of War style long table edges. This is 5 victory points if you control at least 1, 3 if you control 2 or more, and then 2 victory points if you control more than your objectives than your opponent. The twist to the day is that unpredictable evolution, rather. The underdog, once per battle round, at the start of the battle round, gets to pick a pair of objectives to be the targets. The target objectives are no longer controlled by either player, and they cannot be controlled this battle round. Very interesting, so let's see who has initiative. We're getting into battle round 1. Before we get going and talk about initiative, we do have to talk about our battle tactic cards. I forgot to talk about mine. I'm also doing the Gairan treasures.
Yeah, so you chose Gairan treasures, which I get to pick 3 things that have a treasure, and you get 5 points for each one of those you kill.
Perfect. And then I also picked Master of the Paths.
Yes, so that one involves you killing a hero, involves you holding the middle, and I believe it involves
the 3 corners.
Yeah, it involves you just being spread out like that.
Yep.
Whereas my tactics are, you pick 3 things I have to kill.
Yep.
And I have to basically take and hold objectives that you control.
That seems really good with gargants.
Yeah, with all my high control, I just need to survive long enough on the objectives.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my challenge.
Okay. So the 3 that you get to kill for me are going to be my wizard.
Yes.
The brutes and the pigs.
That makes perfect sense to me. And then for you, you'll have to kill Brodd. You'll have to kill Boris the Basher, my beast snatcher. It's fun because it rhymes.
And it's alliterative.
It is alliterative. And you'll have to kill the Maw-Krusha with the Bilstilodon helmet.
Oh, okay. Yes. That's this one right.
Yes, the one
there.
Purple helmet.
He's looking like a sports fan.
Yeah, he's got the half face paint there. He's just like, woo, smashing!
Woo, sports!
Woo! He likes kicking rubble around like it's a sports ball.
Okay, so I was 3 drops, you were 2.
Yep.
Who's taking turn 1?
You will be taking turn 1.
I will be taking turn 1. We don't have to declare battle tactics anymore.
Pretty straightforward.
I'm too far away for any of the places of power. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the boss tower right there with my wizard. And we're going to start casting with the wizard. The first thing that he is going to try and bring out is the Gorkarora.
The Gorkarora.
Which is the manifestation lord.
I have no unbinds. I'm not near a place of power, so you're free to go.
I got it.
Very good.
Very good. The Gorkarora is out, and we're going to use its ability, Bellowing Waaagh Cries. And we're going to pick the priest. We're going to roll 2 dice. And we're going to add 2 to its chanting rolls.
Ooh.
And then we have to roll dice equal to that. And for each 1 or 2, we allocate 1 damage to him, so he takes a damage. And then for each 6...
Which we got a 6, of course.
Or for each 5 up, add 1 to the charge rolls for friendly Iron Jaws while they're wholly within 12 of this manifestation. Which is helpful, but not really going to come up right now. Okay. But the priest gets +2 to its chance.
Very good.
And then the priest is going to chant for Get 'em Beat. So it goes off in a 6, but he's just going to bank because I don't actually want to go anywhere right now.
No, I'm a little far away to really maximize on that.
My final cast, we're going to bring out another manifestation with the wizard, and that's going to be the Foot of Gork. That does go off.
You got it.
The feet are out. I did not put them in front of my army because I was not interested in him being able to slingshot charge through or around them.
You know, I just gotta say, as a Gargant player, I do enjoy that you just summoned a giant foot. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Our whole faction thing is feet. So good for you. Good job. We like this.
Everybody's happy.
I wanted you to cast that, so it makes me happy.
And then I have 2 Mighty Destroyers.
You don't have to, but I guess you will.
I get to. And it's just going to be this unit is going to Mighty Destroyers 3 inches forward. Do you have anything to do or that you would like to do in the hero phase while I'm doing this?
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and Magical Intervention with Brodd. We're going to pray for Power of Behemat. Just try and get some prayer points out. Power of Behemat. For 2 prayer points. We'll take that.
Anything else?
Nope. That should be good.
Let's move. movement is complete, and we were extremely conservative. We moved up onto this point. We brought some Ardboys up to screen, and then if I moved into the center, you would say thank you so much and smash my whole army to death.
He's very inconsiderate to me.
So what I did was put myself so that I was like a 9, maybe a 10-inch charge away from him, and that if he decides to come in, he would have to fight all of the pigs and all of the brutes, just everything. He would have to fight my whole army.
I just gotta say, you're being very un-orky right now.
Yeah, I'm using a big brain.
You're using too much brain. It's kind of sus.
the last couple times I played Orcs, I just like bogged into the center of the table and died.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's the fun.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be a little bit more patient.
I'm disappointed in you.
Thank you. So let's get into your turn.
Yeah, solid turn for you. You
10
scored
points.
10 points. You were holding more objectives than me because I'm not on that objective yet.
Correct.
And you didn't get any of your tactics card. That's okay. We're biding our time here. We still have all game to get him.
All game long.
Yep. So my turn. I don't have declare tactics because that's the new thing. So all we're gonna really do is we're gonna pray power Behemat from King Brodd. See if I can get the prayer off. With a 2, we do not, but we will bank another 2 prayer points up to 4.
It's power of 5.
Power 5.
Oh. I'm gonna magical intervention.
Oh. Okay.
Going down to 3, and I'm gonna bring out the mosh pit.
Mosh. You got it.
I do have it. And what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and put it between these 2 towers in a really annoying place. And then I'm gonna Mighty Destroyers this unit of Ardboys again, and then we'll go straight into your movement.
Okay, let's get things moving. Movement is complete. We did some runs. We got a nice 6-inch run with Brodd to get him right up into the feet. He actually is engaged with those feet. So that's kind of fun. Engaged with feet. That's not something you want to hear every day. We auto-ran our metal head over there to get him as close as possible. We just did a 3-inch run with our Bastillodon head. You, dastardly so, had a nice 6-inch redeploy.
I did not use it all because he was looking at like a 9-inch charge over here to the feet, and then his base could have still stolen the objective from me. So I decided to leave all my bodies on the point, still gave him a 9-inch charge.
Yeah.
But now he's got to actually like fight me off of it.
Yeah, which is, it could happen.
It could happen. Or he could get slapped back in return.
Very true.
Yeah.
Ardboys are like, they're anti-charged, and I might just die for the process. But
so I think this is better.
We're gonna risk it for the biscuit.
You should.
Yeah, absolutely. But before we get going with that, we're gonna enter the shooting phase because I have some rocks to throw at you.
Throw them.
Moldy. So it's these 2 guys here are gonna throw rocks at that. They're gonna throw it in the soup.
Into the mosh pit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, gross. Throw a rock. It's like those dudes that take a boulder and throw it in a river. We're trying to do that.
Mork Spit Marsh.
Mork's.
It's Mork's Spit.
I hate that.
Yeah. It's
Mork
a mosh pit.
Spit.
It's a mosh pit.
It's a mosh pit. Okay. Well, we have 2 shots. We're gonna throw them both at the same time.
Okay.
2 shots. 5s and 2s. 1 hit. Okay. Cool. 2s. No wounds. Super. That was fun. Charge phase now.
Yep.
So Metalhead's gonna charge. He's got a 9-inch to make. Let's see if he can do it. He does get run and charge by being within 12 of Brodd. That's why getting Brodd up there was so important.
Go for it.
Yep. 9. We got a 5. CP reroll. We need this 9. Come on. Yeah, let's go.
Aggressive.
Slap that buddy right into those Ardboys. Ka-chow.
Can you do another 12 with Bastillodon here?
You know what? Just for that, I'm going to.
Do it.
Just watch. Boom. Okay.
No.
No. But I got half of it.
Yeah. Good.
I'll take half credit. So we're gonna do D3 impact hits from the Gargant charge. You'll take 3 mortal wounds. We are 1 rampage we're gonna do at you. We're going to do a roar.
Okay. No commands.
No commands. On a 3-up. You are roared, sir.
Combat phase ability, I'm going to do a shield bash. Take no mortal wounds.
Cool. Okay, I will.
And then what do you want to do?
I'm not going to activate any all attacks or anything like that because the new change to the General's Handbook makes all attack very dangerous.
I'm already run to you and go right through your armor.
All attack then.
Yeah, you should all out attack because
I didn't realize you were in 2. 4 attacks with our massive club. 3s and 2s, rend 1 damage 2. 4 at rend 1.
I saved them all.
Cool. We have one mighty kick. Nope, nothing from that. And one headbutt. Nothing from the... Go ahead and kill him now.
Our boys are going to slap you back. Take 4 damage.
I'll take 4 damage.
Yeah, it's rend 3 effectively.
Well, I took it. Well, I guess that's it.
That's it.
How much control do you have on that point?
I still have 10 because
Okay.
of the banner.
Darn, I do not take you off it then.
Yeah, you only killed 1 bloke.
I tried.
Technically, Brodd gets to swing on the
he'll
feet.
just yeah. So
Not even technically. Brodd should swing on the feet.
he absolutely will.
Surprising no one, King Brodd can stomp on my toes of my manifestation.
He was offended by the bigger feet.
Yeah.
Playing Waakato. Well, that was the end of my turn. I'm sad he didn't kill more, but I'm happy he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't be too mad. He made the charge and he survived it. So I was like, cool, okay. So we only score 8 points because I don't hold more than you. I didn't score any of my tactics yet. I almost did, but I didn't score any just yet. So we are going to be the underdog. But before that happens, we get to roll off to see who goes next.
Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you, sir. We're going to maintain order.
All right, we'll be back. Battle round 2, Orcs. Battle round 2 is upon us. We're getting ready to go. I'm very excited to finally bash some stuff up.
I'm a little less excited about that. I was really hoping to kill more Ardboys, and now I'm like, Broad's a little more exposed than I realized. So it's like, oh, well.
See if we can clap those big, broad cheeks of his. Ooh, that sounded way worse.
No, that's a little...
That was risky. Proceeding, my Gorka Aurora is going to target the priest, we're going to roll 2 dice, and hopefully get some pluses to chanting. He gets +2 to chant, didn't take any damage, and we get +1 to charge a 12
Is
inches
that an
around.
aura or is it a pulse?
It's a 12-inch aura, so this will move.
Okay, and then give the +1 to
And then
charge.
give the plus.
I hate that.
Really helpful. And then he's going to pray for +1 damage,
Okay.
and we're going to be targeting the pigs for this.
The pigs.
He aggressively goes off.
Oh no, is it super?
It definitely supers. I don't know what I get when I super. Ooh, cool. When it supers, if the chanting roll was a 10+, you can pick another eligible unit. So I'll also give the brutes +1 damage.
I love that.
Yay!
I'm so excited.
Man, that's cool. My wizard is going to point at Brodd from the bossy tower and be like, "Oi! Hold it."
Stop that.
On a 3-up, he only charges on 1d6. Nope.
Okay.
The wizard is going to pray for +2 hits. +2 hits. Crit 2 hits on the big pigs. 7 does go off.
Okay.
And then finally, my weird knob is going to be casting the green-handed gork, and we want to target our Megaboss. We just want to pick him up and get him a little bit closer.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Everything's coming up, Orcs.
Oh my god.
The Megaboss is kind of slow, so if I just pick him up and put him like right here, Megaboss is moved slightly forward. That was farther than he could just walk.
He played Leap Pig.
He did. He just huzzah! And I believe that's... Oh, I have to Mighty Destroyers, and I'm going to use my Mightiest Destroyers to Mighty Destroyers twice.
Can you Mighty Destroyer the Megaboss?
I'm not... No.
Okay.
Specifically, you can't, because you can't Mighty Destroyer anything that has teleported.
Okay. I was curious if you could. And
No.
I was like, that's cheeky.
That's... No.
Okay. Okay, good. Proceed.
Okay, proceeding on. That's it for me. Any responses?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and try another magical intervention with King Brodd. Just going to try and pray for power of Behemat. Get up those points as much as we can. Maybe even get some extra rend if you're going to come into him. He might just want to bap you with the club. It'll be up to 7. It doesn't super. We'll go ahead and use the prayer now to add +1 rend to all of my clubs.
Sounds good. Let's get into movement. movement's complete. We kind of yielded this flank of the table and then shifted hard to this side. We got our pigs and our brutes all coming at Broad. He threw a 2-inch redeploy.
I got 2-inch redeploy. Classic.
Classic. And then we did fall out of combat with this Man-Krusha.
Yeah, it's important that you did that because the way my tactic is stated, I can only score it if I take an objective that you held at the start of my turn. So by him giving me this now, it means I won't be able to get I won't be able to score on that objective. And he's being a smart orc, and I don't like it.
I actually didn't think that through until it kind of came up, and then we're like, "Oh, that's kind of clever."
How tactful? How tactful? He's smarts.
Anywho, we're gonna get into charges because I have no shooting.
I'm not gonna counter shoot.
I didn't think so. We are gonna call a mighty Waaagh, and we're gonna call it from the Megaboss, Nandy himself. So
a Nandy Waaagh.
Everything's getting +2 to charge because of the Waaagh and because of the Gork Roar.
I like what we do in that one game.
I was calling it a Goroka, like an almond roca.
Goroka.
And the comment section immediately corrected me. Okay, let's charge here with the Gorgruntas.
Gorgruntas. A 9.
9 will do ya. Charges are complete. My brutes are too far, and that gap is too narrow for me to be going anywhere. So they're just going to hold strong to where they are. And then, do you have any combat phase abilities or counter charges you'd like?
No counter charges that would really help me here.
Okay.
We do have combat phase ability. We're going to roar at you with Broad to prevent you from all attacking.
All right.
So roar. You are not roared.
Okay. You're Rend.
I'm Rend 3 right now.
Rend 3 on everything, or just the
just
big
my club? I'm Rend 2 with my stomps and my grip. The club is the damage 5 one though, so there's that.
We're gonna all out attack.
All right.
We're gonna see what this new all out attack does.
Yep. We will all defense in response.
Okay. Let's go with those hackas up top. No, let's go with the guys on the. Let's go with the
pigs.
The pigs on the bottom.
Pigs.
10, Rend 1 from the Tusks.
The Tusks. We fail 5. Delightfully average.
10 damage.
All right. We're down to 30.
Now we got the guys on top. Crit 2 hits. 13, Rend 1.
I take 24 damage. I have 6 wounds left.
Wow.
We're alive.
We clobbered him.
I'm alive. Holy fuck. That's my one. Well, we're going to try and bap you back. You bracketed me, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do the Obelisk of Torcrania. 4 attacks, force 2s, Rend 3, damage 5. That's just 10 damage.
Okay.
1 Death Grip. And then 4 Almighty Stumps. 2 and Rend 2.
6 is.
Okay, that's a D3 damage each. For another 4 damage. Well, that was devastating. But I lived.
You did live.
I lived.
Yep.
That's more important to me than anything, because losing Broad turn 2 would have made me cry internally, and we can't show that on camera. But you score a total of 8 points.
Only 8 points. We didn't complete a battle tactic, but we are.
Yep.
We're getting close.
Yeah,
to
you almost got one.
Yeah.
You almost got attacked there, and I'm gonna have a little bit of. I have to keep him alive.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start my turn 2. With the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna touch the place of power with King Brodd to heal on a 3-up. Everybody will heal for 2 on a roll of a 1. Everyone takes 1 damage.
Okay.
So nice. Everyone heals 2 damage. Well, we're gonna have Brodd pray for the power of Behemat. No, he loses all 0 prayer points he had.
I'm not going to do any prayers or casting. I want to save my CP, but I am going to do Mighty Destroyers,
Okay.
and then we'll get into your movement.
All right, let's do it. movement is complete. We fell back King Brodd, taking a mortal wound for our trouble, but he gets to live, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
You did a dastardly 5-inch redeploy.
Got the pigs back. So now you need like an 11 with one of the Maw-Krushas and a 9.
A 9 with Boris.
With Boris.
Boris the Basher.
We did realize that you forgot to turn off an
Yeah,
objective.
we're gonna skip it for this round because the objectives that would have turned off would have drastically changed his game plan.
Right.
And it's a little too late to retroactively do that now.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and redo a whole turn.
Yeah,
which would be really hard.
For the sake of moving forward, we're not gonna do that. But we'll remember that for next round.
For sure.
Yes. But we're gonna start the shooting phase now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw a rock at you. The Bastillodon head's gonna throw a rock at those pigs. Can I hit a pig? I can't.
Okay.
He can't throw a rock because he's in combat, so that's fun. That's the shooting phase done. So we're gonna try some charges. We're gonna see if we can get the Beast Smasher into combat. He is hungry for pork. He is hungry for pork. Dang it! Your redeploy has failed me. Nart's gonna try a charge as well. See, he got the one I wanted.
You got the 9.
He got the 9. He's gonna park his big butt right into these Ard boys. We'll do some impact hits from Nart.
Okay.
Ard boys are gonna take 3 mortal wounds.
No charge phase responses for me. Do you have any combat phase abilities?
Yes, we're gonna jump up and down with
Okay.
the Nart. On a 3-up. Yes. So there's 9 dudes there.
Mm-hmm.
Each 5-up is a mortal wound. We're gonna take 1, 2, 3 mortal wounds.
We will do a shield bash with 5 gentlemen. You take 1 mortal wound.
Cool. Oh, and then the one man crusher over there is gonna roar at those Ard boys on a 3-up. Nothing from that. So we're gonna start combat off with Nart. We're gonna first do a combat phase ability I forgot to do. On a 4-up, I'm gonna throw a dude. I do not throw a dude. We're gonna all-out attack with the last command point.
Okay.
And we're going to start with our extra enhanced almighty stomps. 3s and 2s, rank 4, damage D3 plus 1. That is 5 Ren 4s.
Go right through.
Oh, cool. 16 damage.
Keep going. You got to do 3 more damage.
I can do this. I
You
got
can do this.
I got this. 1 death grip. Nope. And then we had 6 swings with the club before you pulled models. So 3s. 3 Ren 3.
You're all dead.
All dead. Yay!
Ardwires are going to swing into this Maw-Krusha over here.
Okay.
Chappas. 8. -1.
All right, I have a 6-up save. 6s. How much have I taken? He's dead.
What? What?
He's only got 12 wounds.
Get out of here!
He's a guard.
All right, timber away.
Timber!
Oh, yeah. I
Timber! Beat my 5. Roll again.
Roll again.
Uh,
All right.
Again.
Parry that, casual. 6.
No!
Oh, yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of my turn. Combat went about as well as I expected. I really wanted that charge, and I'm so miffed that you got that redeploy. So I wanted Boris to bash things. So we don't score any tactics yet, but we do score 10 points for primary, which is pretty good. I'll take a max primary on that. But we'll go after the roll off for round 3.
Round 3, let's go.
You break ties.
So we will maintain priority.
All right.
We'll be back for Orruks, battle round 3. Battle round 3 is upon us, and we're getting ready to go. It is all tied up, 18 to 18.
Yep.
Nobody's gotten a tactic yet.
We're trying.
But we're trying real hard.
He keeps stopping me.
We're going to point at something with the bossy tower. We're going to point at Narc Bloodbeard and try and make him charge on a 1d6. Yeah, he's 1d6 charging.
Oh, no.
Probably won't matter. And then the Gork Aurora is going to try and give us some pluses to prey.
Okay.
On my priest here. He takes a mortal, and he's +1 to prayer.
Okay. I am going to touch a place of power with King Brodd.
Go for it.
3 up, we're going to try and heal. Yep. Are your pigs within 6 of that place of power in front of them?
It does look like it. Healthily.
Okay, so they will also heal too.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's helpful for everybody. We all get to heal.
Heal 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
heal 2.
And then we're going to do kill and beat for +1 damage on the brutes.
Oh, no.
That's a 4. Does not go off. You needed a 5.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wizard is going to pray for Basham Lads crit 2 hits on the brutes. That does go off.
Yeah, healthily.
And then we're going to Hand of Mork. And we're going to pick up Nandy and put him somewhere else. Oh, it doesn't go off.
Nah, he's going to have to run.
He's going to have to walk.
He can't be lazy.
We are going to Mighty Destroyers with 2 units for having the mightiest of destroyers.
The mightiest of destroyers.
It's probably going to be the Brutes and the Ard Boys, I think.
Okay. So why do you get to do 2?
That's my, that's the new battle formation.
Gotcha.
It's Brute Fist, and I get to do, if I have a Megaboss on the table, I get to do 2 Mightier Destroyers once per battle round.
Very nice.
It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, because in an army that needs movement, it gives you like a lot.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
That's it for my hero phase responses?
Yes, we're going to spend a CP and we're going to rally King Brodd.
For sure.
Try and bring him back to a more functional battle level. We're going to heal back 3.
Okay.
I'll take that. Respectable.
Anything else?
Nope. Go ahead and proceed.
Let's move. Movement is complete, and as a wise general, we are splitting our forces and attacking on multiple fronts. It's never gone wrong in the history of warfare whatsoever.
Never. Makes total sense.
Yeah, why fight on one front when you can open another one in Russia? So
Too real. Back up.
so we have some brutes and our Megaboss on Maw-Krusha chasing after Nart Bloodbeard.
I got a 4, which is better than I usually have been rolling, so I'll take that. That's respectable.
And then our Ard Boys are on the march.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming after this Man Crusher, and then our pigs are hoping to swing wide and maybe go get the Broad.
I really don't want that.
Yeah. So that's it. I have.
No shooting.
Ooh, I have a shot.
You have a shot?
Yeah. I have 6.
Oh, that's right. He screams at me.
Yeah, from the roar.
What's the range on that?
Who knows? It's an 8-inch range, so we're in range.
You are just barely in range.
Yep. It's really bad, but let's do it anyways.
Hey.
Hits on 2s, wounds on 3s, no rend.
Okay. Really bad. Hits on 2s. Okay.
It's no rend.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing. Really bad. What did I say?
Well, that's because he rolled like crap. That's different.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do some charges.
All right.
Let's charge with the Gore Gruntas.
Gruntas. 7. I think it's enough to get Broad.
It should be. Ard Boys are going to charge. My Megaboss on Maw-Krusha is going to call, or no, not the Megaboss. Let's go with the War Chanter is going to call for a mighty Waaagh, giving +1 to charges, and let's go with that Maw-Krusha.
He's in with a 12.
Loves it.
Oh, he's ready to go.
Get out of my way. Okay, great. Love it.
We have to do our customary like
Orruks. That's a combat phase rampage, and then we're going to charge with some brutes.
All right, we need a 7. Also a 12.
We're just going nuts, boys.
I want those dice.
Oh, get your dice at baronadice.com.
Yeah.
Everything else ran. I have no more charges.
Okay.
Counter charges. Oh, I do have impact. Nope.
Wrong Gargants. Nope, no counter charges.
Okay, let's do some combat phase abilities. The Maw-Krusha is going to do destructive bulk. For take 2 mortal wounds.
Is there any stipulation on that? Or?
As long as I charged.
Okay.
You take 2 mortal wounds, and then I get to move 2d3. Or 2d6.
Okay. Do you want to move, or?
I don't know. We'll see if I can. I get to move 8 possibly, but take 2 mortal wounds.
I did.
8 would get me nowhere.
Yeah.
7, and then these Ard Boys are going to do a shield bash.
So that happens when they charge, or?
It's just in the combat phase ability.
I hate that. Go ahead.
No mortal wounds.
Okay.
Ooh, I forgot to do Hulking Brute from my...
the Maw-Krusha.
This would have happened in the combat phase.
Well, we're just entering that now.
Or the charge phase. It was charge phase.
Oh.
And it's roll a d6 on a 2-up, inflict a mortal wound equal to the roll. If the unit's unmodified charge roll was a 6+, it's on a d6. So
roll d6 to make mortal wounds?
Yeah.
Gross. Do it.
6 more wounds.
Of course, it's a 6 mortal wounds. Jeez.
Yeah, don't forget that one.
That's a big one. Yeah.
That's a big one not to forget. Your combat phase abilities.
Okay, I have rampages aplenty.
Aplenty.
It's just a matter of where is the threat going to be the most threatening.
So he's all Ren 2.
Yeah.
Damage is 2s and 3s. These guys are a mixture of Ren 1 and Ren 2. It's crit 2 hits. There's a fair amount of damage 3, but mostly damage 2. Everything here is getting +1 attack.
Yeah. Pigs are damage 2.
Pigs are damage 2. And then this is just to be...
Yeah, it is what it is, yeah. Oh, man. Probably going to jump up and down here. Just try and maybe kill a brute.
There's 3 wounds apiece.
I get to roll...
10?
Yeah, so 10 5-ups. I might kill a brute. Probably have to roar the pigs over there. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So Nart's going to jump up and down on a 3-up into the brutes. 3-up. Yeah, so we roll 10 dice, each 5 some mortal wound. Maybe, hopefully, squish 1. Take mortal wound.
1 mortal.
Oh, look at all those 4s and 3s. You know, it's funny. I was complaining to my wife last night that I don't roll enough 4-ups, and I'm getting the 4s. But it's like
you got to be more specific.
I got to be more specific.
Yeah.
When I'm praying to the gods of dice, I got to be more specific than that.
It's a monkey paw situation.
You get what you wish for, but not when you want it. And Broad's going to roar at those Gorgrunts over there.
Cool.
On 3. You are roared, sir.
Okay, no commands for them.
No commands for the Gruntas. And there's no other rampages I can do that would help me, so proceed.
We're going to start with those Gorgruntas.
Okay.
All right, cool. We're getting ready to activate those Gorgruntas.
Okay, we're going to all defense King Brodd, try and see if I can maybe live with a wound.
Okay.
Lucky.
We are going to all-out attack here.
I roared you, sir.
Oh, you roared me. Thank you for saving me command points.
Yep.
You did best.
Your ears hurt. You can't. Clearly, you weren't listening right when I
wasn't.
Screamed at you.
Let's go with those tusks. So take 5, and 1.
I failed 4 of them.
2 damage each.
I think I'm alive.
And then let's go with the hackers on top. Take 5, and 1.
Come on. 4-ups.
Come on, Behemat.
Come on. He dies.
All right, eat out.
Fucking barely. Timber.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're gonna take mortal wounds.
Okay, how many?
That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure it's just D3.
It's D3. You're gonna take a mortal wound.
1 mortal wound.
And then you score 5 points. We're gonna activate Nart next. We piled onto the point to activate my grabby enhancement. I don't have to all attack because I get +1 to hit now for contesting objective I don't control and fighting on it.
Cool.
So I'll be hitting on. So we're gonna put everything to the brutes. We're gonna start with our almighty stomps.
We're gonna all out defense here.
Yep. 7 attacks, 3s and 2s. Ren 4. 4, Ren 4.
Save 1.
Okay. 4, 7, 10 damage. 8 club swings. 3 at Ren 3.
Save 2.
Okay. 2 damage. 1 death grip. 1 at Ren 2.
Fail that.
3 damage. And because I brought you this at the start of the phase, on a 6, I just kill 1.
Okay.
Nope. Okay.
Our boys are going into this Maw-Krusha. Take 6 at Ren 1.
Alright. 6s. I take 5 damage. And that Maw-Krusha will swing back. 4 clubs. 2 at Ren 1.
Save them both.
Cool. A mighty kick. And an headbutt. Cool, that was fun. Anyway, moving on.
Brutes are going to activate. We're going to start with the Gore Choppa because it's higher damage, higher rend.
Okay.
So we have 4 attacks here. So 2, Ren 2.
Okay, 6s. Pass 1.
3 damage. And then brute weapons from everybody else. 10 and -1.
Fail 5.
2 damage each.
So another 10 damage.
Yep. It is Maw-Krusha time. Let's see if we can do it. Boss Choppa. So take 4, rend 2.
Okay, 6s. Fail all those.
2 damage each.
Take another 8.
And then our Maw-Krusha's fists and tail. 3 more at rend 2.
Fail all those.
3 damage each.
He's dead.
Timber!
Timber! Okay, they're both going to take D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So brutes are going to take 3 mortal wounds.
Got a guy.
And Maw-Krusha will take 1 mortal wound.
That's it for the Orruks. We score a mighty 20 points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because we hold 1, 2 more. We hold 4 points right now.
And you scored 2 of their first tactics.
Right, we killed a hero.
You killed a hero, and you got one of my treasures.
Perfect.
Yeah, very solid.
Very, very solid turn.
Yeah.
Very happy with Mr. Maw-Krusha over here coming in and wrecking Nart Bloodbeard.
Yep. I'm happy I got as many brutes as I did, but as soon as they both made those charges, he was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was danger time.
That was danger. Danger time.
And I think we're in a really good position, but we're going to get into your turn for battle round.
This is the
bottom
bottom
of
of 3. Yep. I have a lot of ground to cover here. And I'm gonna, one of my tactics is one of my cards is pretty much useless now because I'm running out of stuff to take objectives with.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start off my hero phase by touching a place of power with Boris, who's going to use that place of power to get an unbind, and he can now use that unbind to banish a manifestation. We're gonna try and get rid of the soup.
Yep.
Try and clear a path. So soup is still there because I rolled a 3. Well, that's my hero phase.
I'm going to touch the place of power with my Maw-Krusha.
Yes.
And we're going to try and heal.
Yes. On 3 up, everyone heals 2.
Heals.
As long as they're within 6, which the brutes are not within 6.
That's fine. We still healed the Maw-Krusha, which is good.
Yep. He heals the lone damage he took.
We're going to attempt to cast, going down to 2, and we're going to try and hand Mork Mandy.
Just throwing this poor baby around.
Just
go, baby, go. He gets to go.
Hold on, it's a 6.
That's an 8, sir.
Oh, it definitely goes. Math. Okay, so
numbers.
We're just gonna shoot him to the other side of the board, so that he can go grab a tactic.
You're gonna chuck him over there.
Yep.
I like to think of him just being literally thrown.
Yeah, he's just flying.
I like to think totally like the Hulk jumping around.
Maybe it's more like Powdered Toast Man, and he's flying backwards.
You're gonna turn off our audience. Some of our audience might not even be that old. We don't know.
No, they are.
You think so?
Yeah. Comment down below for Powdered Toast Man.
Real ones know.
Real ones know.
Real ones know.
Okay. I have the Mighty Destroyers.
You don't have to, but I guess you should.
I definitely should. In combat, I can Mighty Destroyers as long as I stay in combat. Okay, we're gonna Mighty Destroyers, and we're gonna go to movement.
Yep. Let's get things moving. Movement phase is complete. We spent 1 CP to auto-run the OBR helmet guy to get onto that point to help me guarantee 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else just moved forward. You couldn't redeploy anything there, but you did redeploy your Maw-Krusha.
Yeah, just an inch is all I got, but we're just trying to
keep the threat going that way.
Keep the threat going that way because we had to split so far to the right.
Now you gotta catch me now.
Yeah.
So we have 1 measly little bit of shooting. The Stormcast helmet is going to throw a rock at the Ard boys.
Oh yeah, get him.
On a 5. Oh, okay, that was fun. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to charge you.
Okay.
So because these 2 Man-Crushers are within 12 of Boris the Basher, they do get to run and charge. So we're going to start a charge first with the OBR helmet. With an 8, he's in to the Ard boys. The Stormcast helmet is going to charge as well. A 9. And then Beast Smasher with a 7 is in. All right, impact hits into all 3 of them. The first one is going to be into the Ard boys. They're going to take 2 mortal wounds. Second one into the pigs. They're going to take 2 mortal wounds. Third one into the pigs. They're going to take a mortal wound. Rampages. Boris is going to roar at the pigs. Roar! No! Darn. And then one of the Man-Crushers will just jump up and down on the Ard boys for 3 up. No. Cool.
Ard boys are going to shield bash into Bastillodon helmets. Nothing.
Cool. And we will start combat off with the Beast Smasher. We're going to use our once per game Mantle of Tusken Horns for a +1 to hit in an aura of 12 inches. And everything into the pigs. We have 5 Menhir clubs, 3s and 2s, rend 2, damage 5. Alright, that is 3 at rend 2.
I save 2.
Ah, that's annoying. 5 damage.
Okay, that's a pig.
Very susceptible for Destruction Army. Almighty Stomp. 1 at rend 2.
Saved it.
And Death Grip. 1 at rend 2.
Fail it.
2 damage.
All right, we're going to all-out attack with our Ard Boys because they're going to be dead no matter what we do.
Oh boy, who are they going to?
Everything into the Bastillodon helmet.
Oh gosh.
7, rend 2.
Oh yes, I did charge you. Oh gosh,
He's dead.
I don't have a save. I mean, what does he have total left?
He has 5, which means 7 damage.
You exactly kill him.
Yeah.
Timber!
Timber!
Take 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hit the pigs as well, so I'm only going to do 3 mortal wounds to the Ard Boys. Alright, well, we got to avenge our fallen brother! Okay, one of the Maw-Krushas will do the Stormcast one.
Does he want to pile in this way now?
No, he's going to stay within 12 for the first one to hit.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So, 4 attacks with our club, 3s and 2s. 1 at rend 1, or rend 2 equivalent.
Fail it.
Cool, 2 damage. 1 mighty kick. And 1 headbutt. Nothing. Go on.
Next lad?
Next lad. Because you have the pigs.
We'll do the pigs in a second.
Okay. 4s. 4s. And 4s. Nothing.
The pigs are going to swing back at you with their hackas on top. 2, rend 1.
On 5s. Nothing.
Single damage. And then the tusks. 2 more, rend 1.
3 more, because we're on 2s.
Yes, 3 more. You're right.
I fail all those too.
Single damage.
I'll take 5 total. That is the end of my turn. I'm disappointed that I didn't kill more. I won't lie. With the +1 to hit, I just kept rolling 2s and 1s, and it's dice.
Yeah.
What can you do? But we do still score 15 points since I am holding 1-2 more, and I did take that objective from you for the top part of Restless Energy.
Nice.
So we're still holding in. It doesn't feel like it, but we are still holding on. All right, let's go into the priority roll then.
All right, good luck to you.
Good luck.
4.
We shall be maintaining order with Orcs round 4.
Battle round 4 is upon us. Orcs are getting ready to go. It should be a pretty quick turn of just a little bit of movement shenanigans.
Yeah.
So let's start right in with that. The Gork Aurora is going to target the wizard, try and get some pluses to cast. We get +2 to cast.
Ooh.
And then he's going to pick up the priest and yeet him across the table.
But the 6, I think that goes off.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's a 7, right?
It's a 7.
Aha, yeah.
Yeah. And the priest is going to pray. He's going to bank 2, so he's at 6.
Very good.
Because we don't need any prayers.
I have nothing to do, so
I have nothing else to do.
let's go and move it.
Let's do it. Oh, I have Mighty Destroyers.
Oh yeah, you can. We'll do that movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movement's complete, very quick, through a bunch of run rolls so that we could get more in neutral territory than you have, which we've
You definitely got it.
aggressively gotten that. And then we fell out of combat with some boys, mostly so that you had to roll counter charges.
Which I absolutely will with Boris. Try and see if I could. I need to kill him.
Yeah, need an 8.
Need 8. Come on. We got it. Let's get him in there. Gargant will do some impact hits. Ba-boom. Take 3 mortal wounds. I'm glad we got in. We're going to do a quick rampage, see if we roar at that pig. Piggy! You're roared, sir. We are going to all attack. I need to kill him.
Sure.
5 club hits, 3s, 2s, rend 2, damage 5.
Uh-huh.
Random 2.
Dead.
Cool.
That's it for turn 4, and I think we're going to call the game at the end of my turn.
I can't catch him.
Yeah, so I got another treasure.
Yep.
Because I killed Basilodon Head, and I got another Master of the Paths for having neutral territory.
Yep. And on my turn, I got a treasure for killing his pigs. Even if I walked forward, I wouldn't be able to catch him fast enough to make a difference.
Yeah. So since we've been matching on primary, and then I've gotten 2 tactics and
Two
four
more
tactics.
He's
and
got 4 to
only
my
got
2, so the final score would be 64 to 54.
Yeah.
So
and for the rest of this game, it's just going to be
just chasing
chasing me and me just walking away.
Exactly. I can't. I'm too far on that side to catch his faster, like orcs.
Yeah, and since that's not very engaging or interesting to watch,
We're just gonna call it here.
yeah.
Anyway,
So
good game, sir.
We're gonna clean up, go to wrap up. We'll tell you what we thought.
Yep.
We're here for the wrap up. Final score: 64 to the Orruks.
54 for the gargants.
54. Those 2 tactics cards.
Yeah, the tactics mattered there. I was matching you pretty well on primary.
Yep.
The gargants do well, which is hold objectives. The problem I had with this matchup was I couldn't. First of all, I couldn't roll to hit to save my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get to your back line in a reasonable manner fast enough. You did a great job of castling up. I had to kind of spread around and catch the flanks, but
Yes.
for the tactics I chose, I really needed to punch through, and you didn't give me a chance for it.
Yeah, that's. I guess that kill 3-1 is really good when it's an army like this, where it's like, oh, I don't have a lot of choices.
Yeah, so I had to choose. What I could have done is I could have chose like 3 Man-Krusha and just left them out
Sure.
and just thrown the big guys in. But it made more sense to me to have the big guys, like at least a couple of them, be the targets because they're harder to kill.
Yeah. I guess to some armies that are gonna have like backline heroes and stuff, that might be more challenging because like they'll do what I did, which is run away with a wizard.
And that's interesting about the tactics, where you have to select them in your list building, which means matchups could really mess you up if you just get into the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Like if you get into an army that, like let's say Tzeentch, for example. Like if I'm Tzeentch against you, I'm just gonna pick all my heroes that are never gonna be in combat by
Yeah.
all means, and just deny you 15 points as much as possible.
Like I'm still wrapping my head around the tactics right now.
There's only 6 cards, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 18 tactics to have to worry about. And having to pick 2 right off the bat, that's my problem I'm struggling with right now. Because my armies, for the most part, have always been just run in there and kill, but there's not a lot of tactics that are really exemplifying that.
Yeah. Well, all the tactics seem to.
They're all about controlling the board.
I'm disagreeing. I
really?
say
Okay.
they are about if you're winning, you win more.
Yes.
So do you know how to do all of those tactics? Kill everything fast.
I mean,
Like if
sure.
it's dead, then I get to do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's a very fair
You
point.
know, so like
So maybe the opposite will happen, where lists are going to be just all about murder.
you could see like heavy control armies that are like, I'm going to control the board, I'm going to do all these tactics, or you could be like, I'm not going to do any of that.
Yeah, just
I'm
completely.
just going to smash as hard as I can, and then I win more.
Yeah. No, I can see that. I can see both sides.
Yeah.
And that's interesting that it could develop into that split.
Well, that's kind of like what I was thinking when I built this orc list, was like, kill more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need objective monkeys anymore. I need big smashy things. Like, to be honest, this would have been better as one reinforced unit of our boys.
Yeah, true. Just as a big old meatball.
Just a big meatball. It's interesting. We're going to have to play a lot of games.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of finagling.
It's going to take some time to figure out. We've always figured out battle tactics before. It just takes a couple games, and then you start seeing the pattern.
We're still very new to this General's Handbook. Everyone's new to it. And it's going to... Yeah, I'm definitely struggling to figure this out.
I do like the new... I liked the new mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a pretty simple one. I think this gets you a lot of tournament play just because it's very straightforward.
It's good. I liked the new battle formation for the brutes. Or
having
orcs.
the two mighty destroyers.
Real good.
Very fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you've heard of one mighty destroyer, but what about seconds?
Yeah.
MVP for me is the Scourge of Ghyran
100%. They did their job perfectly well.
Yes. That combination of like bringing the wizard, so I can bring the Gorora, and then the
+1 damage from the get him beat. Was it the
Kill 'em Beat?
Kill 'em Beat? Yeah, Kill 'em Beat.
Super good. Damage 3. Like, that's wild.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we crushed
I
that
only
guy.
barely survived with my
Yeah.
strongest, my most durable gargant.
Yeah, and it's enough wounds there on a good enough save that they survive a clapback.
Yeah, I only killed what, 2?
2.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they were like, we'll get him, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Absolutely menacing.
I also loved the Maw-Krusha is now cheap enough.
I'm happy that he's usable because that's my favorite model for the Iron Jaws, is the
Yes.
Maw-Krusha.
He's still not like the terrifying entity that he was.
Which is for the best. I remember that Maw-Krusha back in 3rd.
He was absolutely terrifying.
100%. Like running 2 of them was just a nightmare.
Yeah. Now I think his damage output is good for how cheap he is.
Yes.
Like he's like 320, 340
He
points.
is accurately pointed for what he does.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, he's pointed like a Durthu, and that's how I think about like models. It's like how Durthu like is.
Leave it to an American to measure things outside of the actual units. Like, how many Durthus is this?
How many Durthus is this? And I think he hits about as hard as a Durthu.
He's equal to a Durthu.
1 Durthu.
We need to make this a real thing. Like, on the Durthu scale, where does this Maw-Krusha lay?
Andrew thinks about thing as sharks. He's like, yeah, that's about 3 sharks right there.
That's really. I need to figure out my own ratio for
how many squigs is that?
No, for me to be rock gut scale.
Okay, yeah. LV. I also really so Nandy didn't see any combat today.
He get thrown around a lot.
He got yeeted across the board.
Whee!
Like just kept flying.
It's okay. We're waiting for the right time to throw Nandy in there. We were practicing our throws.
He was trying, man. He kept trying to get there.
I didn't let him.
Nope. LVP for me is going to be my brutes. They did slap okay, but they got clapped pretty hard by the
the anti-infantry gargant with the extra calloused feet.
Yeah.
He's meant to kill brutes.
Yep.
And I'm happy he was able to kill as many as he did. I was hoping for all of them,
Yeah.
of course. He has the potential to kill all of them, but I'm not going to blame dice. I really want to. It's not the inanimate objects were betraying me.
Yeah. Overall, I'm really happy how this list functions.
This felt very solid, yeah.
And I like that since I don't have to do battle tactics of taking the flanks and take their lands and things like that and like spread out, I could be more focused.
You play them like a death ball. They just run forward and kill things.
Yeah, that felt really good.
Yeah. As far as with the gargants, I think this list still is fairly good.
Mm-hmm.
There's some things I'm kind of iffy on. The Beast Smasher, damage 5 is a great club. He does, but if he's not a monster, he's just a damage 5 club.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but Broad is that, but stronger. And so I'm kind of iffy on that. For that reason, that reason and the fact that he really didn't get a chance to shine, the Beast Smasher is my LVP for this list.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I'm definitely still a little mixed on the Man-Crushers. They're very cheap, 130 points each.
That is cheap.
Very cheap to throw in there. 12 wounds on a 5-up save, with some synergy with the rest of the list. My issue with them is more that there might be better options in regiments to take for what Gargants want to do. Like, for example, taking 2 of the pigs might still be the best option for Gargants.
I don't think they killed anything.
No, okay. That's
couple.
not their fault. It's the plastic flip-flop rock's fault.
I don't think they have the damage.
No, the damage output is not really there.
No.
They're cheap. They're great OC control.
Yes.
Because 10 each, that's solid. They can just walk onto a point and take it.
Yeah, but they kept falling over.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
They can't survive damage, so they can walk up, take a point, and then die.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely a little mixed on that. The Megas I still think did great. I will always love a War Stomper. War Stomper is my favorite. Yeah. Nart Bloodbeard is my MVP. He did what he did best and saw those orcs in armor and was just like, heh, squish, squish. Like, he does a great job when he raises combat. Broad, I definitely was a little too aggressive with him initially because I wanted to try to slingshot Man-Crushers in with the run and charge. And it works, kind of.
Kind of. And then, but you did bring him too close.
Too close, and I got punished
and then
for
I
it.
immediately was
Yeah,
able
and
to
then you were
punch him.
correct to get him in there, and I'm lucky he survived, but it didn't really amount to much more after that.
Yeah.
I could argue he'd be my LEP, but I hate to do it to Broad.
Yeah.
I hate to do it to him.
You hate to do it.
He didn't hate to do it to him. I still need some tinkering with Gargants. I think the Gargants are going to suffer a little bit with the tactics. I don't think there's a lot. I really didn't have a lot of good options for tactics, just the sheer limited amount of bodies I have available for spreading out. So we're going to do some more field testing with that.
Yeah. More testing is required.
Oh yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of games. Just trust you on that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
We're going to clean up, wrap up, and we'll see you next week for another battle report.
Catch you guys later.